Now we are going to do another simplification within area 1 this time. Obviously, we cannot make this area a stub area because it contains an ASBR and it generates external LSAs, but we can make it an NSSA, a not-so-stubby area. If we do that, type 5 external LSAs are still not allowed, but the ASBR will generate a type 7 NSSA external LSA, which the ABR R1 will convert into regular type 5 external LSA. So we can still do redistribution, and the other OSPF routers can still reach this EIGRP network. So by turning this area on NSSA, the ABR R1 is going to block type 5 and type 4 LSAs entering area 1 from this direction. And just to prove that, we are going to do redistribution on another router and flood some type 5 external LSAs within the whole OSPF domain. So I have deleted the stub configuration in area 2. It is a normal area again, and we are going to do redistribution on R3, so it will be an ASBR, but this time I'm just gonna create simply a few loopback addresses and redistribute them. And in global OSPF configuration mode, router OSPF 1, we are going to redistribute the connected networks into the OSPF domain. And this command should generate two type 5 external LSA, which should be present on R4. So let's check it. Show IP OSPF database. These are the two external routes which we have created, and they are also present in the routing table. So show IP route as external type 2 routes, and of course we can ping them. And now before turning this area into an NSSA, I'm gonna start a packet capture on this link and on this link. And after issuing the NSSA command, we should see type 7 LSAs on this link, and the ABR is gonna convert them into type 5 LSAs on this link. So let's start with the ABR R1. And under the OSPF process, router OSPF 1, we issue area 1 NSSA. Again, the neighbor relationship breaks because the stub flags don't match. But after we configure R4, they should match. So on R4, we do the same thing. And the neighbor relationship is established again. Now let's check the LSDB of R4. Now we have NSSA external LSAs. See, these are the type 7s, and we don't have any type 5s or type 4s. And if we take a look at the packet capture on this link, we have type 7 LSAs generated by the ASBR. So these are the prefixes we have redistributed into OSPF. And on this link, we have the regular type 5 LSAs. So the ABR basically converts them into type 5. But we don't have type 5 in this area, so we have filtered out the external routes which were injected by R3 at this ABR, but there is a very important difference between a stub area, which we have configured before, and an NSSA. So with the stub configuration, we have generated a default type 3 LSA, and we had a default route in the routing table. Now we don't do that by default. See, there is no default route. Now R4 should not be able to ping the external networks, what we could do before. See, the pings just fail. R4 doesn't know this network. We can change this default behavior at the ABR. On the ABR R1, if we issue the area 1 NSSA default information originate, now this command should generate a default route on R4, which should point to R1, the ABR, of course. So let's check it. Now we do have a default route, and if we see the LSDB, we see that it is a type 7 default route. And now we should be able to ping the redistributed routes again. Now we can go one step further and also block the type 3 summary LSAs and inject a single type 3 LSA, which should be the default route. So it's a single command on the ABR R1 area 1 NSSA no summary. Now we should have a single type 3 LSA. So on R4 show IP OSPF database, we have a single type 3 summary LSA, which is the default route. It is here in the link state update. So by doing this, we made this area a totally not so stubby area. And on R4, we have a single summary LSA, which is the default route. And in the routing table, instead of the many inter-area routes, we only have one, the default route, which points to the ABR. And we have connectivity to any network in the OSPF domain. So let's ping R3's redistributed route again. And the ping should succeed.